Greetings, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and I welcome you to this weekly update. It's the end of June already, so we talk about the period from June 22nd to June 29th. From regulatory disappointments, you see what happens in the markets right now. The rate cuts from Fed side are delayed, basically. We hope for September now, so it will be a interesting month ahead, I would say, the whole summer in general to navigate the markets. From this disappointment, do we go to bullish surges? And it is said also that this week has the luckiest energy of the whole year. So stay tuned with me to tell you exactly what that day is. And I will also dive into a highlight for Bitcoin as always. Thank you. The forecast is for the UTC time zone. For those new to my videos, UTC is Universal Time Coordinated, and it is 1 hour difference with London, UK, if I want to give you a location, because now London is normally UTC, but during the summer it runs the British summer time, so that you have an idea. In Europe, London, UK, for example, when in London is 14, so this means 2 p.m., then for UTC it will be 1 p.m. So you can follow this with the default time zone converter if you are interested, and you have also the possibility, if you use TradingView, and I hope you do that, to set the time zone to UTC in order to follow this forecast. It is important also to notice that sometimes the days will be different. Maybe you live in Singapore or in US, in California, then it might be that that specific astrological influence, which on UTC is on the 6th of July, let's say, for you it will fall in another day. So it would be either before or after, depending on the time for the exact astrological influence. So all these are important to take into account in order to be able to follow through my forecast. Thank you. Like always, a friendly reminder, so it's time to slow down a bit and think about the previous weekend. Always, I refer to the weekend before this week that we discuss. And it is important to have a look what happened astrologically on Saturday and Sunday. At least you have the global astrology and the previous week video that I would link right here, right now for you to see, and the ones that dive into the details for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrencies, so the actual horoscope, they would have also the complete picture, the detailed picture. So I encourage you to look at the previous weekend. This is the fact that we do have currently institutional money into crypto. It has a really large scale, and big price moves are usually triggered by institutions. This is the new reality that we adapt to. So this means that during the weekend we don't have usually enough transaction volume to cause to see a lot of moves. And this results in the fact that most of the time on Mondays, the most difficult day of the week to predict in any market, we will see the effect of the astrological influences that take place during the weekend. And in the case we do have a big astrological event during the weekend, which was the case lately, to be honest, in 2025 especially, I would say that we can expect that such influences would prevail on Tuesday as well. So just be aware of this and factor these influences into your forecast so that you are informed when you really think through your trading strategy for the week. Monday, June 23rd, we do have a exact aspect in the global astrology, which is the Sun square Neptune. This aspect is usually associated with some kind of disillusionment, and it is linked to regulatory matters due to the fact that Sun symbolizes power and government, while Neptune is disappointment, illusion. It was a great expectation that is not met after all, and usually markets could decline on such days. At least this is an influence that you need to factor in on top of the horoscope of the financial asset you are interested in. Tuesday, June 24th, we do have a mixed day at astrological level. We have a bearish aspect, which is Mercury square Chiron. It has a low intensity, and it usually triggers the retest of lower price target levels, which are established already. So it's a deja vu. It has some sort of caution and fear associated with it, and people are more risk averse under this influence. It's also the fact that there could be some mishaps in communication or news, and something that is promised is sort of negated somehow, or it's important here to pay attention to rumors and to be sure you confirm the news you rely on. And yes, we do have also a bullish aspect, which is on the other way. Yeah, it's quite positive energy, and it is high intensity, and it is a Sun-Jupiter conjunction. And this is bringing growth, expansion, and hope. It is a very optimistic aspect for the markets, and the increase could be caused again by some regulatory aspects that are positive, so benevolent towards growth in the months ahead. This has a longer term influence, and it is pretty powerful. Now I would like also to say that some say whenever we have this Jupiter-Sun conjunction, which happens once a year, you know, it can hit multiple times if Jupiter is retrograde. It is a very lucky day. It could be the luckiest day in the year because it enables this optimism, and the Sun is about the soul and the higher perspective, and these are united. So it's with Jupiter, which is expansion, optimism, and luck. It's about big luck. So especially if you have natal planet in your horoscope in the air signs in the sidereal zodiac, especially Gemini, but also Libra and Aquarius, then it's good to take chances and play some games of chance, because you might be the lucky one. Wednesday, June 25th, there are no exact aspects at day level in the global astrology, which means that the price action will be rather shaped by the horoscope of the financial asset itself. So for Bitcoin, we do have BTC hour by hour prepared for you for June 22nd, June 30th including, so the whole month, and you have the link here. Thursday, June 26th, it is a interesting and fully packed day with two astrological aspects which point in the same direction in the global astrology. We do have positive Mercury sextile Uranus, which can enhance volatility and bring price surges. It will be a intense trading day, I would say, and we will have fluctuations predominantly positive that are triggered by disruptive news that could be positive in nature. But any peak would not be sustainable during the day with this this energy. Just be aware of that. Then we do have also Sun sextile Mars, which is a positive influence for the price action, which has more fuel, more steam. Mars, fueled by Sun, which is the regulatory body, the government. So it could be that we get some official institutional news that are favorable, and this will bring optimism and power into the markets. Friday, June 27th. The week ends, the working week at least, on a positive note with Venus sextile Rahu, the North Node. And this can bring price surges in fiat currency markets and in cryptocurrency markets as well. But it is, again, a continuation of the volatility, and it is not sustainable usually, because the reasons, the mechanics for the price action are rather based on greed, market sentiment, rumors, not on solid fundamentals. So any peak will not last. Again, I repeat this, but it is a opportunity to make money fast. Saturday, June 28th, we do have two bullish aspects at day level. Both have Mercury involved, so it's Mercury trine Saturn and Mercury trine Neptune. The first one with Saturn will bring stability, steady growth, and a more rational approach to markets in general. So here it will be a sort of reality check, but yes, things are pretty good, and then the price increase will continue, because there was this Rahu influence. And yes, we still have Neptune, which is about optimism, market sentiment, which is pretty bright, and this will fuel the trading activity and the price action. And Mercury is also news, so it could be that there is some very positive news driving this, and it will be a sort of interesting weekend, but we might feel this only on Monday the next week, or even on Friday, depending on the transaction volume we have. So just be aware of these influences that will spill over into the next week. Sunday, June 29th, finally, we do have also a negative aspect, which is a Mercury-Pluto opposition. This is not so durable, but it will last for a while, and it is in the mix of all other positive aspects. What could this mean? It is about a possible decrease in prices due to the fact that there are negative developments around ETFs, which is Pluto, the big money, and Mercury is the trading activity. So there is some kind of obstacle, of hurdle here. And what is usually invoked, it's the lack of sufficient demand for ETFs. So it could be that money allocation will have something else, and not crypto in mind and on the plan in the next days and weeks. I would say that it is not really a very serious influence, but it's still there, and it needs to be accounted for. It will diminish the power of the positive influences that were mentioned before. A different interpretation of this aspect can be associated with the macro picture, with the conflicts, because Mercury is news and Pluto is a symbol for nuclear weapons, nuclear power. So unfortunately, we might get also some negative macro that would influence the markets. So this is also a possibility that needs to be taken into account. And now it's time for the weekly highlight for those of you who are still with me. It is about a bullish aspect, which is a Uranus-Jupiter trine in the Bitcoin horoscope, pointing towards a potential surge in the market cap for Bitcoin. Again, it is a volatile growth. It will not be steady and stable, but it is active for the next month, and we will feel it already this week, especially in the second part of it. Now the aspect is exact on the 27th of June, which is on Friday at the end of the day UTC. It's 11:30 p.m. And we can say that this is a bullish, optimistic aspect, but it's not rooted in long-term fundamentals to bring a lot of stability. But it's about opportunity here. It's about speculation a lot, I would say, and these developments have to be taken into account so that people can profit of this, of course, and it is in a way a optimistic influence with all the macro landscape that is present. Just be aware that again, I repeat, with Uranus usually the local peaks, the rally that would happen will not last long. That would be for the last week of June. So what do you think? Will it be a positive monthly closing or not? I am curious to see this in your comments. And for those interested in long-term predictions for the various assets, BTC, ETH, altcoins, you have the opportunity to buy them at a discount, at least 10%. If you subscribe to Patreon. So just be aware that this offer is still on. Thank you so much for your attention, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel, and until next time, be joyful. See you.